I was in Barbados with my partner. He has a family home out there. Got back one evening and she was just outside the neighbour's house eating some food. She was just so frail and skinny. She didn't even look like a dog when I first saw her because it was quite dark. I don't know whether she'd been dumped there by someone. Nobody knew where she came from. I went over to say hello and she was really curious, really happy to say hello, straight on her back, wanting tummy tickles, like really sweet. Then I went to bed that night, couldn't stop thinking about her. First thing in the morning, there still, and just started feeding her every day. Day one, I had no intention of getting a dog. I've travelled quite a bit and I'm always feeding stray dogs and I'd love to do more, but financially I can't do more, unfortunately. And we were staying with quite a lot of family at the time. One of them wasn't necessarily a dog person, and especially because she had lots of fleas and worms and stuff, she wasn't allowed in the house. But I did look after her. I made her a little kennel outside and fed her. She had a safe space to go to. She would just spend all the time outside the house, in the streets, and just hang out, and was just really sociable. Careful. Loved to say hello to people, say hello to the other dogs around. It was lovely. And then one morning when I'd gone to feed her, a dog did sort of run out of nowhere and come barking a bit aggressively towards her. So I shouted at it and it did back away straight away. But then I just thought, she's not safe here because she's so small and frail and dogs can be territorial. She was just so young and so frail and all alone. And I just knew that any bad altercation with any other street dog, she's not gonna make it. Good girl. I just felt very maternal over her. It was then that I led her down to our house and then she sort of made base there. And as soon as that happened, obviously, the realisation came in that, yeah, we've got to do something with this puppy. I did put out a couple of things online to see if anyone would be willing to adopt such a sweet puppy, but unfortunately there was no takers, and I did feel very maternal over her because she was just so sweet and she definitely adopted us just as much as we adopted her. And I decided that I'm going to bring her home. We live in Cornwall, which is a 5-hour drive from London.
Getting ready for England.
Her flight was the day after mine, but luckily my friend was leaving the day after on the flight as well. So I left the day before Rue and had to leave her on the island for one last night, which was awful. And my friend took her to the airport the next day.
Literally just there. Oh, she's wagging her tail.
And we stayed in London an extra night and then picked her up the next day as soon as she landed. She recognised it was us straight away. She was just so happy, kissing my face, so excited to see us.
Ruru's happy. Ruru made it to England.
So about 4 weeks after I met Rue, she was home.